Alright, motherfucking Mike DeSanto versus Mugga. A lot of talk, no votes, obviously, promo. But let's break some shit down and drop an unsolicited opinion. Alright, Mike DeSanto, hate that I have to do this to you. Or do I? Viewer discretion advised. This ain't something kids want to see. I'll have text flying fast like you clicked on a stream, cause my crew full of loyal supporters that give subs for free. One pop will have Mug boxed his pics on the screen. If he want to play again, but he missed from the scene, cause this time will be cut short after I used a clip underneath. Set a goal to end this charity case. Once I raised enough bucks, mission complete. This dude spent years googling fat bitches and beautiful black women to diversify his group full of catfishes. The thread says Mugga, but who am I battling? Well, I've been computing the data and either there's an error or we're doing the math different. Because if we removed all the additives, you couldn't come close to those numbers without boosting the averages. Claims to speak the truth, but the fact's missing because it's surrounded by more fabricated material than a room full of mattresses. Mac told me make it a fair fight, any missed shots may hurt the squad. Well, I usually let the K talk for me, but now that's Erno's job. He still get blue from the waist up like a surgeon's top, so there's no saving him this time even if we turn the clocks. Predicted the outcome before the verses dropped. It was simple physics, he's seen the light before he heard the shot. I'll shoot and let it spray, have him floating on his back, seashells moving through his braids, cause he's nothing but washed up trash, think pollution in the waves. I can prove this kid is fake, think about it. Skizzo turned into a ghost, right? Then he came back using Rickon's name. Tried a paranormal activities, cause he knew it's getting grave. But after what decomposed, we'll watch him lose a little weight from the movement of decay. Left his fam a few bucks, now the funeral is paid. Let's address the elephant in the room. That fuck wouldn't fit in the trunk. I'd use the chopper, but even a medevac would have trouble picking him up. Still put the strap across his chest on some Michelin stuff. He's a twin in the gut, then the shells get thrown out like a Dominican lunch. When it comes to guns, I'm quick with the shit, only takes a minute to dump. I have the carb loaded before dinner is done. They said even when dude coffee cold, so ice and Mug's top was the finishing touch. He untouchable, watch him get fired on the spot like he didn't want the vax, cause if the pole lit, I kill people, bring a bomber back. I'll black on stage and leave this idol in the dirt like a hidden artifact, then pull my trump card on his fake news, start spitting all the facts, till you see a reaper blicking in his wig, arms raised, lifting MAGA cap. They said Mugga killer, so it was back to the books like leaving campus, but after somersault from the beams they thought I'd teach gymnastics. Only time he raising arms for the breed when he eats a sandwich. Stop at the lies, bitch, be apparent. He don't have heaters blamming, but if you act like you would, then he'll see the casket. All his toy stories, laser shooting from a piece of plastic. He'll see a rocket behind the ring. Welcome to Pizza Planet. Flow's pretty nice. Alright, Montana main Mugga. Fuck all the pom-poms and fan signs thinking you even have a chance. I stay around a bunch of steppers, Zanku or New Zealand hacker dance. It's actually haka and it doesn't rhyme, but whatevs. You're not from here. You can't be expected to understand that. Alright. Fuck all the pom-poms and fan signs thinking you even have a chance. I stay around a bunch of steppers, Zanku or New Zealand hacker dance. Revolver, while you're kissing on Gwendolyn thinking it's oh so cute, I'll let it spin on sight in front of you, 360 photo booths. Keep firing off, yeah you bish gon' hate me arsehole. Until it click up to get the job done, KV Marco. I say that to say fuck that ghost angle, just let me be, cause you had a hand in that bag, I hate a petty thief. Salute to your bitch Gwendolyn, cause after doggy style and tugging her hair back, I had her helping me ear, dropping location like government care packs. Now Halloween mask on your front door. Now Halloween mask on at your front door. I'll be holding llamas. You should already know, Mike, I'm eerie. No clothing garments. Your whole family's fucked. You'll get savagely bucked. Then put the heat to the middle of your chest. Acid reflux. The anxiety that you get will make you want to quote some mantras right before I let it air out properly. I'm trying to avoid mold and dampness. Granny Riri DeSanto and brother Danny Sheldon, I know his folks Granny Riri DeSanto and brother Danny Sheldon, I know his folks' actions. Catch them wops eating pasta and playing Sinatra's old anthems. They'll get whipped around by a ghost without comparing to a Rolls Phantom. I'll be displaying texts, aid and death, just think closed captions. Rigged is how the vote's fashioned, even though we know who died. No passion, Joe Jackson. Make sure the strap goes to Mike, but I remember you getting no love with generic punches and jokes you tried, till Buddy Love boosted your confidence and turned you into a whole new guy. Yo Mike, fuck props, I'm from a blood block. Yo Mike, fuck props, I'm from a blood block. Where less than 6 bands get you smoked, or trip overseas with a ratchet like I was in grand pleasure boats. Untouchable? Nah, just seeing a hoe that my pimp hands yet to stroke. Make sure to talk and finish with a temp check. Finland with the show. Clearly salty that I got believability with that bit of flow, while you're just a suburb kid capping about guns and your impact selling dope. Meanwhile, train station was mains placement with a couple big bags prepped for dough. I really had crazy yay on the platform way before the Drinks Champs episode. Using clown and nip bars against penniless, I expected to see bigger flips done. Really out here deserving a boo. Guess he refigured his love, then insinuated that I helped Rick to be the deep thinker with puns. A Mike assisting statement, like what has street niggers in cuffs. Clashed into group chat and threw jabs, yeah we figured it's up. Now some happy hour bars trade, like buying cheap liquor till drunk. Well, I the meal Rick was victorious, so to be triggered is dumb. But that's beside the point he was making. 3 fingers and thumb. Will Mac tried to smooth this over. I told him he can't stop this grudge, cause Mike been throwing shade like it didn't help him draft topics up. So when I say Diana Israel Sheldon, I know he'll say, stop it mug, but the people need to know more about MDMA, no narcotic drug. Oh my, what a camel toe. I know it's his ma, but I'm just trying to see split and make my way through like Moses' staff, brah. Pin her against the wall while I'm holding her ass up, no pulling out due to wetness to St. Rena's phone in the bathtub. I help niggas keep them all a-flowin', setting up thirst traps, while your mum Diana's a cougar hoeing, setting up thirst traps. Not too long ago my man died, I'm thinking head and chest shots. Well, at the end of your dad's life your mom posted head and chest shots. Your aunt Danielle Marie Hill posted with your mum and wrote big sissy. Then 4th January you posted an address looking like a big sissy. The way my scale was weighing OZs isn't right, due to weight complications. Same way your dad Danny lost an obesity fight, due to weight complications. Mostly flows nice. Mostly flows pretty nice. Maybe not quite as nice as Mike's though. Keeping it real. Alright. Content. Bars. Impact. Alright. Mike. Viewer discretion arrived. This ain't something kids want to see. Straight talk. Set up. I'll have text flying fast like he clicked on a stream. Text flying fast like he clicked on a stream. That's alright. Because my crew full of loyal supporters that give subs for free. One pop will have Mug boxed, his pics on the screen. If you want to play again but he missed from the scene, because his time will be cut short after I use the clip underneath. Okay, hang on. Viewer discretion. Kids want to see text flying fast like he clicked on a stream. Okay, so here's our here's our scheme, our theme. It's like the whole fucking stream thing. Clicked on a stream. Loyal supporters give subs for free. Mug boxed, pics on the screen, like mugshot box, profile pic, pics on the screen. If you want to play again, but he missed from the scene, because his time will be cut short after I use the clip underneath, as in like the clipping tools and video editing. Set a goal to end this charity case. Once I raised enough bucks, mission complete. Alright, so a charity stream, and once you hit the target, mission complete, and the stream ends. Alright, cool. Remember you told me to be prepared? Well, let's talk about it. And this is where Mike starts talking some real shit about Mugga being Mugga. This dude spent years googling fat bitches and beautiful black women to diversify his group full of catfishes. I'm not gonna fucking lie, I'm fucking laughing, because, dude, we know you do that shit, right? You got like 1,000 fucking fake profiles with no fucking group history, all suddenly fucking appear out of nowhere, and start fucking liking and fucking hyping up your drops and your comments and shit, right? Will Mac kicked all your fucking catfish accounts out of BBE when he went through and he purged inactive accounts and catfishes. So you bring the battle over to RA, where you've got all your fucking catfish accounts fucking established and sitting there waiting to go, and you want to do it promo, so it's not going to come down to fucking breakdown votes from heavyweights. It's going to come down to who appears to have the most fucking likes and comments and hype. Right, it's a good fucking angle, not gonna lie. Mike DeSanto's done this pretty fucking well. This dude spent years googling fat bitches and beautiful black women to diversify his group full of catfishes. This thread says, and I love that, you've got that fucking diversity going on in your stable of fucking catfishes, both to make it more fucking believable, and as 2022, your group full of catfishes has to be fucking diversified and woke. Alright. Thread says Mugga, but who am I battling? Yeah. Well, I've been computing the data in, and either there's an error or we're doing the math different, because if we removed all the additives, you couldn't come close to those numbers without boosting the averages. So Mike's still on the same theme, like fucking every time Mugga drops, you've suddenly got all these fucking profiles that you've never fucking heard of come out of the woodwork and start going, wow, fuck, that was dope, and like fucking smashing the fucking like reacts and fucking quoting his bars and shit. So boosting the averages. Claims to speak the truth, but the fact's missing because it's surrounded by more fabricated material than a room full of mattresses. Removed all the additives, boosting the averages, room full of mattresses. Doing the math different, truth but the facts missing. Googling fat bitches, beautiful black woman, group full of catfishes. Who am I battling? Doing the math different. Moved all the additives, boosting the averages, room full of mattresses. I'm kind of struggling to keep track of what's going on there with the AB thing. I feel like you maybe flew a little too close to the sun there with the fucking AB. It does get just a little fucking touch confusing as to what's supposed to be rhyming with what. And I'm sure it fucking works when you do it in your head, when you say it out loud, but I don't have a fucking beat. I don't have a fucking snare drum guiding me, so I just get a little bit fucking lost. But content and bars wise, that's the realest talk we're gonna see in a fucking battle for quite some time, I think. Mac told me make it a fair fight. Any missed shots may hurt the squad. Well, I usually let the K talk for me, but now that's Erno's job. Lol, that's cold. He still get blue from the waist up like a surgeon's top. So there's no saving him this time, even if we turn the clocks. That's alright. He still get blue from the waist up like a surgeon's top. Okay, it's like blowing away from the waist up. Like fucking 12 gauge, open choke, buckshot. That'll do it. So there's no saving him this time, even if we turn the clocks. Predicted the outcome before the verses dropped. It was simple. Okay, so even if we turn the clocks, and then you're saying you predicted the outcome before the verses dropped. So you're saying even if we turn back the clock, we couldn't fucking save you because I predicted the outcome before we even fucking dropped. And then this closer on this bar, it was simple physics. He's seen the light before he heard the shot. That's fucking nice. That's nice. Seen the light before he heard the shot. I'm pretty fucking sure I have seen that done before, but it was simple physics. He's seen the light before he heard the shot. That's real clean. I have previously seen versions of this done before, but they were a lot more fucking convoluted and they meandered their way to get there, and they were, confused. Not as clear. That's just fucking clean, simple, succinct. Nice. I'll shoot and let it spray, have him floating on his back. Seashells moving through his braids. Cold. Because he's nothing but washed up trash, think pollution in the waves. Cold. I can prove this kid is fake, think about it. Skizzo turned him to a ghost, right? Then he came back using Rickon's name. Tried paranormal activities, because he knew it's getting grave. Okay, so we got shoot and let it spray, so we got like ocean spray floating on his back, seashells moving through his braids, so like you will witness bullets moving through his head, also the fucking corpse rolling around in the fucking waves with seashells and sea life fucking crawling through his hair. He's nothing but washed up trash, think pollution of the waves. So we're still on this whole fucking dead body at the beach scheme. I can prove this kid is fake. It's because I turned him to a ghost, right? Ghost, right. I only just clicked Ghost Rider. Right, cool. Then he came back using Rickon's name. Tried paranormal activities because he knew it's getting grave. So even though we've had a little bit of a switch in the fucking theme here, we're actually still on the general theme of a fucking dead body. It's just we've moved from the specific painting a picture of the dead body rolling around in the surf to a more general metaphorical fucking discussion of death and dead bodies. Paranormal activities because he knew it's getting grave, but after what decomposed, we watched him lose a little weight. Yeah, decomposing, fucking losing mass from the movement of decay, and also lose a little weight from the movement of decay. So like fucking the AK chambered in 7.62 is fucking blowing fucking chunks off of him. Left this fam a few bucks, now the funeral is paid. Alright, so the scheme's consistent the whole way through. Left this fam a few bucks, now the funeral is paid. I almost wish you'd used the paranormal activity, knew it's getting graved, or lose a little weight as the closer. I don't know, they just hit a little harder for me than funeral is paid. They're all pretty nice. I just feel like those two just personally hit a little harder and maybe would have had a little bit more impact at the end. But whatever, that's pretty subjective. Let's address the elephant in the room. That fuck wouldn't fit in the trunk. True talk. I'd use the chopper, but even a medevac would have trouble picking him up. That's fucking hilarious. No, like, seriously, that's fucking hilarious, man. Like, the fucking lift capacity of the fucking Black Hawk being fat enough to make the fucking thing struggle. That's pretty comical. Still put the strap across his chest on some Michelin stuff. So, like, you fucking strap a patient down to the fucking stretcher before you lift them up, so they don't fall off the fucking thing. I have actually dropped a fucking patient off the fucking stretcher because it didn't put that fucking strap in place. Dude collapsed at work. I was the first aider. Me and the other first aider hadn't fucking done a refresher course in a long time. It was bad. We tried to get this poor fuck over a staircase that like goes over a conveyor belt, and we dropped him, and he slid right the fuck off the stretcher and went splat on the ground. Anyway, moving on. Strap across the chest on some Michelin stuff. Then the shells get thrown out like a Dominican lunch. Not my part of the world, but okay, Dominican Republic. That's in the Caribbean, right? Dominican Republic, Caribbean. Eat a lot of seafood. Cool. When it comes to guns, I'm quick with the shit. Only takes a minute to dump. Quick with the shit. Only takes a minute to dump. Nice. I have the carb loaded before dinner is done. Carb as in carbine. They said even when do coffee cold, so ice and mug's top was the finishing touch. Cold coffee, iced coffee. Ice in a coffee mug. Alright. They said even when do coffee cold, so ice and mug's top was the finishing touch. Nice. He untouchable, watch him get fired on the spot like he didn't want the vax. Yeah. If you got fired from your job because you didn't want a vaccination, you're a fucking idiot. Cause the poll lit, kill people, bring Obama back. If the poll lit, kill people. Poll lit, kill people. That's going over my head a little bit. I guess you're saying if you poll it, as in if you have an opinion poll. Democrats would love to see Obama back. I don't know. I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. It's going a little bit over my head. I'll black on stage and leave this idol in the dirt like a hidden artifact. Idol in the dirt, hidden artifact. I get. I'll black on stage. I don't quite get. Unless maybe you're fucking talking about doing a fucking blackface routine and then your career's over. I don't know. That's kind of going over that whole fucking line there is going over my head a little bit. Then pull my Trump card on this fake news, start spitting all the facts. Okay, so we've got this consistent political scheme. Then pull my Trump card on his fake news, start spitting all the facts till you see a reaper blinking in his wig, arms raised, lifting MAGA cap. Cool. They said Mugga killer, so it was back to the books, like leaving campus. But after some assault from the beams, they thought I'd teach gymnastics. Only time he raising arms for the bread when he eats a sandwich. That one fucking made me laugh out loud and snort coffee. Stop the lies, bitch. Be a parent. He don't have haters blamming. But if he act like he would, then he'll see the casket. If he acts like he's wood, then he'll see the casket. Casket's being made of wood, obviously. All his toys, stories, laser shooting from a piece of plastic. He'll see a rocket behind the ring. Welcome to Pizza Planet. That's fucking nice. Took me a moment to think Pizza Planet, and I was thinking, like fucking Americans making reference to it. And then I was like, oh no, fucking Pizza Planet was actually the pizza joint in Toy Story, wasn't it? That was nice. Alright. Overall impressions. Mike knew what he was doing going into this. He knew it was promo. He knew Mugga had fucking set it up in RA. He knew Mugga was going to bring 1,000 fucking catfish accounts out of the woodwork to hype up his own fucking post. Mike knew that Mugga was playing Mugga's game. He predicted everything, and he's pre-buttled all of Mugga's fucking bullshit and actions, and I think he's done a really good fucking job of that. The rhyming's tight, the fucking punches are nice, and he said some real shit here. Alright. Mugga. Content, bars, and impact. Alright. Fuck all the pom-poms and fan signs thinking you even have a chance. I stay around a bunch of steppers. That's fucking ironic because, you know, Mike doesn't do a bunch of fucking pom-pom and fan sign shit. Mike doesn't have a bunch of fake accounts hyping him up. But okay. I stay around a bunch of steppers. Zanku or New Zealand Hacker Dance. Like I said, it's actually haka and it doesn't fucking rhyme at all. It's not within 1,000 fucking miles of rhyming. But, you know, you're not from here, so I probably mispronounce a whole bunch of fucking shit from other countries without fucking realising it, so I'll give you a pass on that. So I stay around a bunch of steppers, Zanku or New Zealand Haka Dance, you know, like, as long as you let the fucking mispronunciation and the non-rhyming slide, it's actually a fucking pretty cool bar. Revolver, while you're kissing on Gwendolyn, thinking it's oh so cute, I'll let it spin on sight in front of you, 360 photo booths. Yeah, it's okay. Keep firing off here, you bitch gonna hate me arsehole until it click up to get the job done, KB Marco. Now, KV Marco, it fucking wasn't like that. Stop trying to make something out of nothing. But he's still talking about a revolver until it click up to get the job done. That's just really fucking cool imagery. The fucking cylinder of a revolver clicking up to the next loaded chamber. That's really nice. Little fucking detail shit like that that paints imagery and pictures. That's nice. Until it click up to get the job done, KV Marco. So obviously he's saying K won a battle against Marco because of dick riding amongst untouchables, therefore click. I say that to say fuck that ghost angle, just let me be, because you had a hand in that bag, I hate a petty thief. I say that to say fuck that ghost angle. Nah, you're not fucking pre-buttling that angle that easily. Just let me be, because you had a hand in that bag, I hate a petty thief. Hand in that bag, petty thief, that's kind of nice. It doesn't really hit for me because I know you're kind of fucking reaching and trying to spin some bullshit, basically, to make a fucking punchline work. It's one of those punches. It's one of those punches that kind of relies on people knowing what you're talking about. Like if I was some fucking brand new person who had just walked into this group today, and I hadn't seen the KB Marco battle, then if I hadn't seen the KB Marco battle and didn't know what the fuck you were talking about, then the punchline would make no sense. It would have no impact. If you are somebody who understands and saw the KB Marco battle go down, and you do understand what the fuck you're talking about, it still doesn't really land, because it's like, that's a bit of a fucking reach, man. Like, you're making some accusations there that would a storm in a teacup. So, and you know, I was the fucking guy in that actually fucking, I was the judge in that voted for Marco, as I recall. I called it a tie. That's right. I called it a tie, and I never do that. That was a really fucking close battle. So, yeah, it's a punchline that either fucking is going to go right over your head because you don't know what Mugga's talking about, or you were there, you do know what Mugga's talking about, and you're like, you're kind of fucking reaching. But But in terms of actual, fucking wordplay and fucking flipping meanings of things, click up to get the job done, that's nice as fuck. Had a hand in that bag, hate a petty thief, that's alright. Salute to you, bitch, Gwendolyn. Because after doggy style and tugging her hair back. Dude, this kind of shit loses me every time. I tell people this all the time. Personals don't have to be real. Punchlines and personals don't have to be real, but they have to be believable. So, like, you live on the other side of the planet, right? You live on the other side of the planet, and you're like, bitch, I fucked you, bitch. And I'm sitting here like, that's kind of some juvenile fucking schoolyard shit, right? Like, we all know you have not fucked Mike's missus. You live on the other side of the planet. So when you're saying, when you're painting this fucking imaginary fantasy fucking play that you're acting out in words, and you're trying to put images in my head, it's all kind of fallen flat, because I'd need a lot of suspension of disbelief to be going along with this. Like, right off the bat, you're like, after I fucked your missus doggy style and tugging her hair back, and this is the start of the bar, and I've kind of got this fucking bad taste in my mouth, like, it's one of these bars. He's going to talk about how he fucked Mike's girlfriend from the other side of the planet over the internet with his fucking ghost penis. It's like, the bar's just getting started and you've already lost me. So you're going to have to do something pretty fucking amazeballs to get me back. That whole I fucked your mum, I fucked your bitch, I fucked your sister. If you actually live in the same town as your opponent, and the guy's sister is a slut who fucks half the town, and it's believable that actually you did fuck this guy's sister at a party, that's a haymaker, right? That's a fucking personal that's going to have people going, oosh. But this isn't a fucking live battle at a backyard barbecue. You're on the other side of the planet saying you fucked his missus, and it's like, dude, it's like, if you want me to be engaged with your bars, if you want me to fucking get into your bars, then give me something I can actually fucking believe, right? Or go the other way and, make it something so fucking over the top. Like when Mike says, I'll fucking call in the fucking medevac chopper to pick you up. Like nobody believes that he is actually going to fucking call in a Black Hawk to pick you up. But we're not supposed to. Like, we all understand that that's Wile E. Coyote cartoon levels of, suspension of disbelief. But this whole, just in general, and I'm not just picking on you in this battle, but just in general, that whole I fucked your bitch angle on the fucking internet is just fucking cringe. And maybe that's just subjective opinion. Maybe other people fucking actually think that shit lands hard, but I just find it cringe. Alright, after doggy style and tugging her hair back, I had a helping me hair dropping location like government care packs. Helping me ear dropping location like government care packs. Now Halloween mask on at your front door. I'll be holding llamas. Halloween mask on at your front door. I'll be holding llamas. You should already know Mike, I'm eerie. No clothing garments. No Mike, I'm eerie. Mike, I'm eerie. I'm eerie. Or is it just Eerie? Is Eerie a clothing brand? I don't fucking know. Because I'm trying to think of... At first I thought you were saying something about fucking kimono. Kimonos. No Mike and Miri. I'm like, no, it's not kimonos. So I genuinely don't know what the fuck you're talking about there. When you say you should already know Mike and Miri, no clothing garments, I'm assuming They're just Eerie is the name of a clothing brand. Your whole family's fucked. You'll get savagely bucked. Then put the heat to the middle of your chest, acid reflux. Put the heat to the middle of your chest, acid reflux. That's nice. The anxiety that you get will make you want to quote some mantras right before I let it air out properly. I'm trying to avoid mold and dampness. Right before I let it air out properly, I'm trying to avoid mold and dampness. That's okay. This whole bar, if it has a scheme or a theme, it's just, I'm gonna kill you and your family. It's not very fucking coherently focused on one scheme or theme or idea. Like a lot of Mike's bars where like that whole fucking body in the surf thing, you know. And he's got that one bar that's specifically about your catfish accounts. This one's just kind of a generic tough guy talk. I'm gonna kill you and your family, which is like the most precisely defined box I can put that bar in. It's just general death threats. Granny Riri DeSanto and brother Danny Sheldon, I know his folks' actions. Catch them wops eating pasta and playing Sinatra's old anthems. Catch those wops eating pasta and playing Sinatra's old anthems. I fucking pissed myself laughing when I read that. That's fucking cold, man. That's fucking cold. I mean, it's also like fucking racist as fuck. Like if an Italian said something similar about fucking, fucking blacks in general or fucking African Americans, you'd all lose your fucking shit. But I guess that's the advantage. You can just say shit about fucking crackers smelling like wet dogs, and you can say shit about wops eating pasta and fucking Frank Sinatra anthems, and you can get away with it. But yeah, I fucking laughed out loud at this shit. Like I literally laughed out loud. That was fucking classic. Wops eating pasta and playing Sinatra's old anthems. I even saw the fucking red and white checkered tablecloth, you know. Some real fucking Sopranos vibes from that. That was dope. They get whipped around by a ghost without comparing to a Rolls Phantom. Whipped around by a ghost without comparing to a Rolls Phantom. They will get whipped around by a ghost. Are you saying you're using a Ghost Rider? Like, are you literally just saying fucking you and your whole family will get fucking whipped by my Ghost Rider? Otherwise, why are they getting whipped around by a ghost? I'll be displaying text, aid in death. So what, you're showing up as death's assistant, but you're not a ghost. You're a living, breathing, I don't know. It's just that the execution on that is just a little... But whipped around by a ghost without comparing to a Rolls Phantom is nice, right? Whip, car, ghost, Phantom, Rolls Royce Phantom. Okay, all of that is nice. It just needed a line before it that hinted at them getting killed and then getting bullied in the afterlife. It needed something that set this up. This line by itself, like, it's a dope line, but it doesn't naturally follow from the line that precedes it. Right? It needed a setup. I'll be displaying text, aid in death. Just think closed captions. Okay, so displaying text. So technology that displays text. Aiding the deaf. The deaf isn't the hard hearing. Just think closed captions. Yeah, that's alright. Displaying text, aid in death. Just think closed captions. Rigged is how the vote's fashioned. even though we know who died. Rigged is how the vote's fashioned, even though we know who died. But we're not voting on this, it's promo, because you want a promo. And you're talking about fucking rigged votes. I don't know if you should be fucking calling attention to that kind of shit, man. I don't know if you want me, the audience, thinking about fucking rigged votes and dodgy shit. Know what I mean? Even though we know who died. No Passion, Joe Jackson. No Passion, Joe Jackson. Fuck, I'm a little lost here. Oh, Joe Jackson was Michael Jackson's father, right? The fucking father of the Jackson 5. Didn't love his kids. Fucking like the first Hollywood parent who fucking lived off milking his kids. Right. Make sure the strap goes to Mike, but remember you get no love with generic punches and jokes you tried. Till Buddy Love boosted your confidence and turned you into a whole new guy. That's alright. I'm not loving it, but it's alright. The fucking opener with the fucking pastor and Frank Sinatra's old anthems, that's fucking next level. This is alright. Yo Mike, fuck props. I'm from a blood block. We're less than 6 bands, get you smoked. Dude, aren't you British? Come on, aren't you British? Right, like, I know there are some gang neighborhoods. I know London is a fucking sprawling, crazy fucking metropolis. I know it has some fucking bad areas. But come on, man. You're British and you're talking to an American like you want to compare crime rates. I mean, yeah. We're listening to 6 bands, gets you smoked. Does it really? See, this is what I'm saying about punches. They don't have to be real, but make them believable, right? Let me suspend disbelief and believe in them. So, we know you're British and you're talking to an American like you live such a safe existence. Yeah, you're fucking British, and I mean, you motherfuckers need a goddamn permit to buy a butter knife. Like, that's a literal fucking statement. It's easier for department stores, not a permit, sorry, but it's easier for department stores to require age verification ID on any cutlery than it is to try and define what's a sharp, dangerous knife and what's a spatula, right? I've seen that shit, man, right? So you know, okay, Britain has a bit of a knife problem. You're using a shitload of gun bars. Yes, it is possible to get your hands on firearms illegally in the UK, but it's a supply and demand thing, right? They cost a fucking shitload. I looked into that. I could have fucking gotten $25,000 New Zealand a piece for my fucking ARs if I'd been able to get them into the UK and I'd been prepared to take that fucking risk. $25,000 a piece. So, you know, you're using a lot of fucking gun bars, and you're saying, you know, I'll fucking smoke you with the fucking revolver. I got the AK blamming. Now you're saying I can get you fucking smoked for less than 6 bands. Yeah. You've got some fucking believability issues starting to creep in there, right? But okay, maybe you are from one of the shitty parts of London or Manchester, or, you know, I mean, everywhere has bad neighborhoods, right? So maybe you are from one of them, but I'm just saying you got a little bit of a fucking credibility issue starting to creep in. Less than 6 bands get you smoked. I'll trip overseas with a ratchet like I was in Grand Pleasure boats. 6 bands get you smoked, grand pleasure boats. When the fuck have you ever said grand pleasure boat in a sentence, in a conversation? Right? If you won the lottery and rang your fucking homies and said, man, I won the lottery, who wants to go for a trip in a grand pleasure boat? I mean, who the fuck says that? So, like, you're obviously just fucking forcing grammar to force multis. You're supposed to be a fucking super heavyweight. You shouldn't be doing that shit. Just try and keep it more conversational. Untouchable? Nah, just seeing a hode at my pimp pants yet to stroke. That's alright. Make sure all the talk and finish with a temp check. Finland weather show. Make sure all the talk and finish with a temp check. So we're doing a temperature check and all the talking that's being done is in finish. Make sure all the talk and finish with a temp check. Finland weather show. That's verging on being shitty grammar. Forced. But not quite. Make sure all the talkings finish with the temp check. That could almost be used in a fucking conversational sentence. Almost. Clearly salty that I got believability with that better flow. Whether you're just a suburb kid capping about guns and your impact selling dope. See, this is what I'm fucking talking about, man. I've just finished talking about how you've got a believability issue because you're fucking British and you're talking about guns every fucking 2 seconds. And you're saying you've got believability and the better flow. You don't. His flow is a little bit nicer than yours. And then you're saying, well, you're just a suburban kid capping about guns and you're... Dude, he's a fucking US military vet. Right, he's probably fucking murdered fucking farmers in cold blood. Doesn't like fucking talking about it, you know? He's a US Army vet, and even if his primary occupation when he was deployed was handing out fucking rolls of shit paper and new socks and undies, in a warehouse somewhere to other frontline troops, he was trained first and foremost as a rifleman, right? Everybody in the US military is trained first and foremost as a rifleman. So if even a headquarters area in the rear gets overrun, everybody can grab a firearm and knows what to do with it, right? So you're fucking talking about you're more believable, and I've just finished saying how you've got a bit of a believability issue creeping in, and now you're trying to tell us that he's just a fucking suburban kid who's talking bullshit about guns. He's a US military vet who lives in the United States where you can literally go to fucking Walmart and buy some fucking bread milk and an AR-15. Right? You can pop down to Walmart and buy some engine oil and an AK. Okay? You can pop down to the fucking corner store and you can buy yourself some fucking cornflakes and a Glock and fucking 7,000 rounds of ammunition. I mean, fucking come on, dude. Come on. It's just, you know, it's not fucking working. All right. Meanwhile, train station was mains placement with a couple of big bags prepped for dough. I really had crazy yay on the platform way before the Drinks Champs episode. Crazy yay on the platform way before the Drinks Champs episode. Okay, that's nice. Again, the believability issue was a little... You know, I gotta say, I never wrote a single fucking bar. I never wrote a single fucking bar about dealing drugs when I was dealing drugs. Because what kind of fucking idiot is going to post on the internet about dealing drugs when you are actually fucking dealing drugs? Like, I didn't want any fucking attention. I didn't want to fucking post any shit on the internet. Who the fuck knows who's watching that shit, right? So, yeah, credibility, dude. Credibility. You know, I was probably the only fucking guy in the group who was actually fucking making a living selling drugs and growing drugs, and I was the only person who wasn't using fucking drug bars. Alright. Lost my place. Using clown and it bars against penniless, I expected to see bigger flips done. Really out here deserving a boo. I guess he refigured his love. Really out here deserving a boo. I guess he refigured his love. I'm lost. Then insinuated that I helped Rick to beat a deep thinker with puns. A Mike assisting statements like what has street niggers and cuffs. That's all kind of... It's all kind of a little vague and a little forced. I mean, like, it's not fucking terrible. See bigger flips done. Refigured his love. Then... refigured his love. Then... Who the fuck says that in a conversational sentence? Nobody. Alright? So you're just forcing grammar to make fucking puns work. Help Rick to beat a deep thinker with puns. I mean, like, the multis are tight, but the grammar is forced as fuck to make it work, right? A Mike assisting statements like what has street niggers and calves, that's alright. Clashed in the group chat and threw jabs. Yeah, we figured it's up. Now some happy our bars trade like buying cheap liquor till drunk. Now some happy our bars trade like buying cheap liquor till drunk. Again, it's fucking forced grammar, man. Nobody fucking talks like that in a conversational sentence. So, you know, read your fucking bars out loud, and if it doesn't come off your tongue smoothly, it's not gonna be smooth for me to read as the reader, right? Mike assisting statements, street nigger and calves, clashed in the group chat through jabs, yeah, we figured it's up. Now some happy our bars trade like buying cheap liquor till drunk. So like, you're giving us some backstory about how like you started arguing in a fucking group chat. Snore, I don't fucking care. But hopefully it's building up to something juicy, right? Now some happy our bars trade like buying cheap liquor till drunk. Nah, man, the payoff wasn't worth the setup there. Well, either me or Rick was victorious, so to be triggered is dumb. But that's beside the point. He was making three fingers and thumb. That's beside the point. He was making three fingers and thumb. That's actually dope as fuck, right? That's just the whole fucking you know, like I actually fucking formed a finger gun with my hand and glanced down, and I'm like, yeah, fucking that's cool, right? But it's the only thing in that whole fucking bar that's actually fucking likable. And like, you wanted to go from fucking 5 bars to 7 at the last minute. Why didn't you just fucking cut this bar, right? Three fingers and thumb, that's like the only fucking good thing in that whole bar. Will Mac tried to smooth this over. I told him he can't stop this grudge because Mike been throwing shade like I didn't help him draft topics up. So when I say Diana Israel Sheldon, I know he'll say, stop it, Muggs. But the people need to know more about MDMA, MD. Okay, Mike DeSanto's Ma. People need to know more about MDMA, no narcotic drug. Oh my, what a camel toe. I know it's his Ma, but I'm just trying to see split and make my way through like Moses' staff, bruh. See split and make my way through like Moses' staff is okay as a concept. Actually, it's pretty nice as a concept, to be fair. Pin her against the wall while I'm holding her ass up. No pulling out due to wetness. This ain't Raina's phone in the bathtub. No pulling out due to wetness. This isn't Raina's phone in the bathtub. Is funny, but you're not battling Raina. Okay, so you want to make every fucking line about your opponent. Like, save that line for when you're battling Raina. But also we've got, you're talking about his mum, and it's like, oh, I know it's his mum, but, you know, camel toe, pin her up against the wall while I'm holding her ass up. Again, man, you're saying, you've already talked about how you fucked his bitch over the internet with your imaginary fucking intercontinental ghost dick. Then you talk about you hate that I'm more believable than you. And now you're talking about you fucking his mum from the other side of the planet over the internet with your imaginary intercontinental ghost dick. Dude, come on. That's fucking cringe, Mugga. That's what that is fucking cringe. That is some fucking juvenile schoolyard. Yeah, I fucked your mum. I fucked your mum with my intercontinental ballistic ghost dick. Fucking dude. And you're sitting here fucking wanking on about how you got more believability? Fuck off. Jesus. Fucking hell. And then you finish with a fucking line that's directed at Raina, and she's not in this fucking battle. Jesus. I help niggas keep their moolah flowing, setting up first traps. Okay, cool. Well, your mum Diana's a cougar hoeing, setting up thirst traps. You're rhyming first traps with thirst traps at this fucking level against fucking BBE's heavyweight champ. Fucking, and I think he's got the heavyweight champ in a couple of other groups at this point too. Come on, man. Your mum's a cougar setting up thirst traps. Not too long ago, my man died. I'm thinking head and chest shots. Well, at the end of your dad's life, your mum posted head and chest shots. Your aunt Danielle Marie Hill posted with your mum and wrote big sissy. These are lines that are not directed at us, the audience. These are lines that are directed at Mike. You want to hurt Mike. You want Mike to know that you've dug up dirt on his family. But the funny thing about it is I was just fucking in DMs with Mike earlier, and his dad's not dead. So apparently you've gotten fucking confused and you're talking about some other relative of his, but whatever. Then 4th January you posted an address looking like a big sissy. Yeah, that's fucking been done to death. The way my scale was weighing OZs isn't right due to weight complications. Same way your dad Danny lost an obesity fight due to weight complications. So you've rhymed first traps with thirst traps, and you've rhymed weight complications with weight complications. After wanting to go from 5 to 7 bars on short notice, why didn't you just drop, and you've apparently fucked up and got the wrong relative, and you're talking about his dad being dead when his dad is alive and well. Why didn't you just stay with 5 fucking bars? Why didn't you just ditch this fucking shit here in the last one and ditch, where's the other one? Yeah, this one. Will Mac tried to smooth this over, yada yada yada. Or even this previous one, because the only nice thing in that was 3 fingers and thumb. Man, I've never, actually no, I was gonna say I've never fucking understood why Mugga's hyped up the way he is. But that's a lie, because I have seen Mugga drop some nice stuff. This is not Mugga dropping some fucking really fucking ill dope shit. This is Mugga being okay, right? But there's a lot of fucking filler here. There's a lot of filler here. There's a lot of fucking cringe, unbelievable shit here. I don't know why the fuck you would want to go from 5 bars to 7 at the last second. I mean, we know why. You thought you were pulling a fucking Swifty. You thought you were throwing a wrench in the works for your opponent, but hasn't fucking worked. Man, this is just this is actually pretty fucking one-sided. Mugga has got a few moments, a bunch of steppers, ankle New Zealand hacker dance. That's fucking dope. Until it click up to get the job done. That's dope as fuck. This one. I know his folks' actions catch them wops eating pasta playing Frank Sinatra's old anthems. That's dope as fuck. That made me laugh out loud. But you've got a few moments that are like, wow, that's fucking nice, but this is a pretty fucking one-sided pub stomp for me, to be fair. Mike DeSanto has come in and he's just been fucking clean with the flow, clean with the rhymes. There's very little slant rhyming going on. Everything is very fucking clean and precise. The flow and cadence is nice and fucking crispy. He's saying all this fucking shit. He's pre-buttling Mugga's fucking tactics of bringing in all the fucking fake profiles and liking his own fucking comments and quoting his own fucking lines and shit. And you know, it's Mike, so he does what Mike does, and he's got, you know, like a bunch of fucking gun bars that are just comical fucking tough guy shit. I don't mean comical as in I'm laughing at him, I mean comical as in I'm laughing with him. He has some like fucking early Slim Shady moments at times where, you know, he just makes you fucking laugh out loud, with the absurd comic nature of what he's saying about extreme violence. Does his usual thing, and each bar has its own consistent fucking theme. Yeah, man, it's pretty fucking one-sided for me. If this had been a fucking vote, I'll be fucking voting Mike DeSanto all day. But it's not, you know, it's fucking promo. Mugga wanted it promo for a reason. This is just me dropping my fucking unsolicited opinion and doing a deep dive. Because I think motherfuckers need to hear this shit. Mugga is going to do what Mugga does. He's going to come with 1,000 fucking fake profiles. He's going to fucking like his own fucking drop, like his own posts. He's going to fucking quote his own fucking bars. If you click on most of those profiles, they're going to be a recently created profile or that joined the group recently and has had zero group content. Hasn't liked anything, hasn't commented, hasn't posted anything. All these fucking profiles joined the group a month or 2 or 3 ago and do absolutely nothing, and Mugga drops a fucking verse and all of a sudden they all come out of the woodwork going, wow, that's so fucking dope, yeah, fire emojis, wow, I particularly loved this line, and quote the fucking line. And it's like, dude, it's so fucking transparent. It's so fucking transparent, and it's pretty fucking cringe, to be fair. And Mike did a pretty good fucking job of speaking on that fucking topic and pre-buttling all that shit. I honestly don't even know why you bother doing that shit, because it's just fucking promo. But hey, this was my opinion. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Mike DeSanto fucking stomped the shit out of Mugga today, and that's how that one went down. You'll have a good day now.